It is the Celtics and the Nuggets on TNT here. This one about a pick 'em here, a total 221.5.
You're talking about the marquee matchups, right?
Yep.
So Boston actually opened up as 1 point favorites, and the line flipped. You have it as a pick 'em. Last I saw, Denver was actually laying a point, basically the same thing. But the reason for that flip would have been the news of Jaylen Brown being questionable. He popped up on the injury report. I don't have too much information on that as of right now. Um, Obviously, the game of the night, possible NBA Finals preview. Um, but Denver ended Boston's. If you remember, they ended their undefeated home streak back earlier this season in Boston, 102-100 as 7 point underdogs. So this does set up as a huge revenge spot for the Celtics. This will also be a possible bounce back spot for the Celtics after blowing a 22-point fourth quarter lead to the Cavs in their last game. They probably blew that lead. They probably were looking forward to this game a little bit, quite honestly. Boston is 11-1 straight up and 7-5 against the spread after a loss this season. I think Boston comes out and tries to send a message in this game. I really hope Jaylen Brown gets to play in this one, but either way, I think Boston is just going to come out gangbusters. Um, I'm not sure if he will end up playing after popping up so just out of nowhere almost. Um, the spot screams Celtics though. They're also 10-1 in the first half against the spread after a loss. So I think that's another way you could play this game. And quite frankly, I think a safer way to play the game in case the altitude gets to the Celtics in the second half. But I think you could bet this game either way, first half or full game. This is Boston's most important game of the season up to this point. They should be locked in, and if they're hitting their threes, I feel like no one can beat them. So I'm late. Well, not laying points. I'm going with the Celtics here.
All right, Joe. Let's get his screen plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. That's where we find his best bets. Top unit producer over at the site. Celtics and Nuggets. Likes the Celtics here at a pick 'em. TNT action. Just the news here on Jaylen Brown. It's a different injury. Of course, in that Cleveland game, he was questionable with that knee contusion. This one is the pelvis strain. So that's the questionable mark there for Jaylen Brown. So we'll keep an eye on that one. The Celtics.
Right. It was weird how it just popped up. I didn't think it was the same injury.
Yep, it was a different one there. Celtics at a pick 'em over on TNT. All right. Joseph, we got our rundown here of the 7-game card. We haven't got the rundown completed. There is a